Welcome back, kids. As you can see by the video thumbnail, this was supposed to be a members only video. The reason being, it was just supposed to be 6 keychains, so I was just going to make a quick 2-minute video and post it as to my members only. Well, that 6 keychains turned into 36, then it turned into 54. So since I was already filming anyway, I went ahead and filmed the entire process. So there is a new membership level that I just started yesterday. It's called the Caveman Club. And I don't know why I didn't think about this from the get-go. But anyway, it's $9.99 and it includes uh, access to the members-only videos. So now there's 4 levels. The top 2 levels, the Caveman and the Elite, both have access to these videos. The big difference between the Caveman and the Elite is the Caveman does not have the phone technical support like the Elite does. And you can read the details on that in the membership levels. If you're interested in joining or just reading and learning more about them, click the join button down below and you'll see all the information you need to make a decision. So without further ado, let's get this thing going. I'm going to show you how I did all this. You'll notice I added a temporary fence on my spoil board to make placement of each keychain so simple. Didn't even have to think about it. That's the beauty of a fence, whether you're using it with your laser or your CNC. You just can't beat it. My drill press doesn't get a lot of screen time anymore since I've changed the focus of my channel to CNC work. But here I'm adjusting the fence that I made several years ago for this older model Craftsman drill press that I bought on Marketplace. And it has just been a great one, and I'm sure it'll last me the rest of my life. But I can't remember whose design I followed on this drill press table and the fence, but it was a genius design. It wasn't mine, and it works out perfect. I don't get to use it like this very much anymore, which is unfortunate. But man, when I do need it to drill repeatable holes accurately, you can't beat it. I'm so happy that I did this, and I'm still kind of proud of it. It looks kind of clunky now, looking back on it, but it worked perfect, so I don't have any complaints. Y'all may remember the 6 fish signs that I made a few months ago. Here's a picture of them right there. Those went to Crystal Springs Marina on beautiful Lake Washita here in Arkansas. And each one of those signs went on a cabin. They had 6 cabins there. Well, these keychains are also for those cabins. That's why you notice the fish names on the keychains match those signs that I had made a couple months ago. You'll notice I'm starting the keychains for the striper, and I kind of paused it there because I wanted y'all to be aware of that. This was before I knew I was going to be doing voiceovers, making this a proper video. But anyway, keep that in mind. I'm making striped bass keychain. And here's where I had to throw in my little part of it. I think I had mentioned earlier in the previous video that it would have been so embarrassing to make one of those signs and say stripper instead of striper. So when I had a chance to do these keychains, I thought, man, this is a good chance to do that. So this guy has no idea that I made that stripper keychain. I'm just going to put it in there with the rest of them. And if he's got a sense of humor like I do, he's going to have a lot of fun with that. I hope he appreciates it, because I sure love doing it. And here I'm just sanding off the smoky residue that was left over from the laser. Some were worse than others. Uh, I'm just using 150 grit sandpaper. Here you'll notice I have my new airline hooked up. It runs from my 3-stage filter that I installed on a previous video. Now I've got it up here at the front of my machine, right where it needs to be. And here I'm just using Bullseye Shellac, the clear transparent that you can see on the screen. I just dipped them in there, and then I used a paper towel to kind of spread it out and dry them a little bit so that they didn't have any runs once I hung them up there on that string. That worked perfect. At this point, I can see light at the end of the tunnel, finally. Here I'm removing those silver hooks, replacing them with the black little eye screws, and then putting the split ring key ring part on the eye screw. And let me tell you, by the time I was finished with this, my fingers were so sore from messing with those split rings. And this is the final product. I'm really happy with how those turned out. All right, that's it for this one, kids. This was a fun project, but it'd been a while since I'd had a chance to use my laser, especially on, a project of that size. And that was a nice change. It gave me a break from the ATC, which I really was not looking for a break because I'm trying to get this thing finished up. But I probably needed a break from it. But speaking of the ATC, starting tomorrow, I will be right back on that. I've already got some video from last weekend when I was working on the ATC, but then this laser order came in and I had to get started on it early this week, so that just put the ATC to a halt. And you probably could see throughout the video when there were shots of the CNC, all of that stuff is still laying on the CNC from last weekend. So it's been a mess, but I'm looking forward to getting back on this and finishing it up. I'm ready to move on and start using that thing, making videos, and learning how to operate it correctly. So anyway, remember what I said about the Caveman Club here on YouTube. Just click that join button below, and for $9.99, I promise you're going to get your money's worth just on the members only videos. And there's other perks too, but like I said, you can read through all that when you click on the join button. You're not obligated to do anything. Just clicking on that shows you what your options are. So y'all check that out. I do have a couple new members that joined since the last video. Their name is right here. Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all. And while I got my finger pointed here, my new subscriber count is, ta-da! I'm getting closer and closer to that 2,000 mark. Thank y'all for that too. I'll see y'all on the next video. Until then, y'all take care and be careful in your shop.